Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be working on some delicious Thanksgiving sides or dishes to take to your family get-togethers for Thanksgiving or for your own Thanksgiving dinner. Today we're going to be working on a delicious banana pudding. If you're interested in seeing how I do this, come cook with me and I'll show you how. Now let's get started on those ingredients. You're going to need some softened cream cheese, sweetened condensed milk, some vanilla, some vanilla instant pudding, milk, Cool Whip, vanilla wafers, and some bananas. Now let's get started. You're first going to want to take your softened room temperature cream cheese, and what you're going to want to do is get a hand mixer and you're going to smooth it out until it's nice and fluffy. Now, once you've got it to that smooth, creamy, fluffy consistency, as you can tell, it is not that chunk anymore. What you're going to want to do next is you're going to take your sweetened condensed milk and you're going to pour it right into the bowl. You're also going to take your vanilla pudding and you're also going to place it into the bowl. And you're going to place your vanilla in the bowl, your 3 cups of milk, and you're going to start mixing all of those ingredients together. And you're just going to keep blending and blending and blending until all of those ingredients are mixed very well together. Now make sure that if you do have some of those ingredients on the side, make sure you go and you take all of those ingredients out from the side of the bowl to make sure they all get incorporated into that blending as well. Now, once you see that everything is well blended, the next step that you're going to do is you're going to take your tub of softened or thawed out Cool Whip, and what you're going to do from here is you're going to cut it in half, and then you're going to place that Cool Whip also into the bowl, and make sure you get as much as you can from that one half. And then you're going to place it in your bowl, and you're going to also mix that in your bowl as well with the other ingredients. And you're going to want to make sure that you mix it very well to where there's no clumps of Cool Whip, that everything gets incorporated into this mix. And then what you're going to see is you're going to see a nice creamy texture. Now, if you do see that your batter is a little bit like lumpy, that could be that you didn't soften out your cream cheese as it's still a little bit too cold. So you're just going to want to make sure that your cream cheese is just sitting out for a little while to make sure that it's not a little lumpy. So Our next step is we're going to take our pan and we're going to get our vanilla wafers, and we're just going to lay a bottom layer of the wafers onto the bottom of the pan. Now it doesn't have to be where they're all up right side up. It could be your choice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them all at the bottom of my pan, and I'm also going to start sticking them on the side of my pan as well. Place your wafers into your pan. You're going to start topping some bananas on top of the wafers, and you're going to place as many as possible on top of those wafers. Now the main goal for this part is you want to make sure that every bite has a bit of banana. From here, you're going to take some of your batter, don't pour all of it in there, but you're going to place some of that batter on top of the bananas and the wafers, and you're just going to start smearing it out as flat as possible. Now once I finish my first layer, I am going to start making my second layer. So I'm going to lay out some bananas, I'm going to lay out some wafers, and I'm just going to keep repeating the process until I'm out of my batter. Now, one of the great things about banana pudding is that it doesn't have to be just a summer thing, a picnic thing. It could be really for anything. Everybody loves a good banana pudding. And this is one of the most easiest ones that you will find, and it tastes so good. Like you put your heart into it, and with all of the creaminess and the bananas and the crunchiness of the wafers, it is to die for. And here's my second layer of my pudding. So I'm going to place that on top. And from there, I'm just going to smooth it out into my pan. And then I'll work on my third layer. Now this is going to be my last layer of my vanilla pudding. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to spread it all around the pan, and I'm going to make sure that it is the last bit. I got every last thing out of the bowl, and I'm going to make sure that it is spreaded all throughout the pan. And then from here, I'm just going to go ahead and top with some more bananas and make sure that every last bit has a taste of banana. And once it all got that bit of banana in it, I'm going to get that last half of Cool Whip, and then I'm going to make sure that I place that on top of my last layer of banana, and I'm going to spread it all throughout my pan as well. Now once you finish placing that Cool Whip on top of those bananas, you're just going to get some crushed up vanilla wafers that you had left over, and you're going to place those on top of the Cool Whip, and it's going to give it a nice little texture along with just making it a little bit nice to present. And you're just going to make sure every spot is covered with the crushed up vanilla wafers. And there you have it, you guys. Our banana pudding is nice and ready. The next step that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you refrigerate it for a few hours and make sure that it's nice and cool. But this is our finished product and it is ready to be served, and it made a delicious dessert for our Friendsgiving, and I cannot wait for y'all to try it. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not already a part of my cooking family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But until then, I'll cook with you later. Bye guys!